Yeah. My cast is weird. Yeah, welcome to Penny for a Tale. My name is Mitchell, and today we are continuing on with the Black Madonna, which I am sure is going to be a hell of a good time, as it usually is. But enough about me. Let's get introduced or reintroduced to our cast.
I'll go first.
Excellent.
My name is Ian. I will be playing Wesley Davis tonight. I don't murder people, and that's all I can say about myself. I mean, that's kind of my personality is not a murderer. But
Damn
you'll
it,
learn
Ian.
more about that. That's all I got. You'll
It
see.
burns, you asshole. Hi, I'm Spence. And since no one else is talking, I will. I'm playing Saskia Perez, a German native witch and person with very loose morals and needs that need to be met. Doesn't matter by who.
Hey everybody, I'm Alex. Thank you for tuning in. I am here playing another awesome game with awesome people. You can find me here every Sunday for Pathfinder and every Monday for either this game, Kult, or my game, Star Wars, which is awesome, and you should totally check it out. I'm playing Hans, the rogue, but ever so attractive and amazing Russian with a really bad accent. So I
mean,
apologize.
it's accurate.
It's god awful. But I'm here to have I'm here to have fun, everybody. So yeah.
That leaves you, Shane.
Shane,
oh, well, I guess that's just me then. Hi, I'm Shane. I'm playing Jan, and Jan is also not a good person and fairly morally flexible, conveniently. But yeah, I'm mostly just here to have a good time anyway. So let's get on with it, folks.
All right, but before we kind of hop into the game, we just wanted to once again talk about safety mechanics. For any horror game, really just for any game, there should be an understanding that the game is just for fun. Even if you're diving into serious and dark topics such as cults, and I know we've had some pretty tough episodes. But as the cast members know, and people watching, the X card is always in effect. They merely have to make the gesture, message me. Usually I have several communications opened up during streaming, and we will skip through that scene, no questions asked, because safety first. Also, Bay Arthur, no. So yeah, that's kind of like our goal, and we just wanted to reiterate that. But let's kind of do a look back at this campaign and talk about some of our favorite moments.
Oh God,
this has been such a wild ride. Like, how long have we?
We're on episode 13. We're only on chapter 2. So Alex, since you kind of have it on your mind, can you what's the difference between session 1 Hans and session 13 Hans?
Oh man, so when you came to me and we were going to play this, we had just actually come off of playing Oakward Heights. So that was a pre-gen character. So I didn't have to do too much for that. Going in, I kind of had an idea that I knew I wanted to play somebody Russian. I wanted to really go into like somebody who had experienced Soviet era KGB lifestyle and had all that. Tide and all that to work with, because I knew that was gonna be fun to like kind of express and to go through and to play. And I kind of also wanted somebody that was a more hands-on and more attacky and violent than I usually would, because actually for these games, for like this and Call of Cthulhu, I usually like to play an investigator because I like weird shit. I really like to discover weird shit. Like that's Alex, that's what I like to do. So I usually put that into I know. That's why you're a good GM for this. But I wanted to be a little bit more violent. I wanted him to like have like the ability to like mess somebody up. And Hans, when I created him, I had him a lot more stoic. I had him a lot more like reserved, and like I think I maybe tried to do that in the beginning, because like, he was just in a bad place himself, and he was expecting to die soon, and so he was just like going through the even though he is expecting to die soon still, and it's more logical that he would die now, but he wanted just to kind of live his life until he died, which he assumed would be soon. But as we've gone on through this campaign, he's gotten funny. He's gotten fun to play because I think he's given up. He has given up in a lot of things. So he's just like, what the fuck ever. And I like to think that is also, intrinsically kind of Russian, and there's this bravado there of like, fuck it, let's just do it, whatever. That I hope comes through, but who knows. He is a lot less, like I said, stoic and a lot less quiet. And he is, he's been fun. I have enjoyed this character. This character has been unexpectedly fun.
Yeah, just curious. Raise your hands if your characters have given up.
No.
All right, three more.
Nice fucking try.
Well, I guess
try.
I feel like Jan already was just kind of on the same rail as Hans in the first place. Kind of his first introduction to really the cult situation was getting ripped apart by a machine gun, basically. So he's already kind of just that same sort of, this is all a giant freaking mess.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Like, Hans, I think, is very much, he has lost his employer, he's lost his home, he lost his family, lost everybody. Like, at this point, he's just like, I don't do that. Let's just do it.
Yeah.
With anybody, by the way. That was also a thing with Hans.
Oh my.
Jan. Yeah, when I had built him, he had to have some sort of flaw. So that was I had made him addicted to the dick, but really, it's addicted to any sex. It was addicted to any sex. So that was what he.
Which we found out later.
And I'm surprised. I'm both. I wanna fuck more people. I think that's what Hans wants to do. Channeling Hans.
Well, you can't sleep through it.
I was shot. He was shot. No. It was like, he would have tried. That's the thing. He was there. Half spewed open, and it's like, sure, whatever.
I found out later that's not what the GM intended, but he was going with it.
Yeah, my input in this campaign is 10%. The rest is up to you guys. So yeah, let's go over to Wes Davis.
So when I first envisioned Wesley Davis, I wanted a character to be basically the master of nothing. If you were to try to describe him, you would have nothing that you could describe him as in any way that would make him seem exceptional in a certain thing. He just seems like he's sort of caught in the middle of it. And I felt like that would sort of make the rest of the group have like a frame of reference. So he's just the average Joe. And with the exception that his backstory is super tragic, and in the beginning he was battling with something really bizarre and dark in his subconscious. Wesley in his backstory and in the first few sessions had these blackouts where he would black out, and when he would come to, things were very different. I mean, some people vanished, some people likely died, But then there was a point where as his mental state declined, yet he became more confident and capable in his skills to like evade everything trying to catch up to the party. These things sort of converged, and now it seems like he's more in tune, or at least having present conversations with whatever's going on in his psyche. It's causing him to do this dark stuff. The toll obviously is that he will kill innocent people if he needs to, but he doesn't need to. He just thinks he does. Aside from that, he just keeps not dying, and I'm honestly baffled.
Yeah, it's almost like if there is a god out there, it wants to keep you present.
Yeah, you say that now, it's gonna be 2 bad rolls and I'm gone. You're like, well, I foreshadowed nothing. He's out of here.
Peace.
Wes has always reminded me of like Jack Torrance, like about ready. Like all he needs is a good push to like go completely shining. Like I see him as very much like as a father figure, but
okay.
But then like the deep-seated underneath current, like if you just like, I always feel like we are almost on the brink of seeing the true side of Wes, which I think is very dark and very scary. And and I think Hans feels that. I think he feels like this guy is on the top side, you know, a nice, you know, is appearing as a very nice, wholesome kind of tries to be, but then on the deep side, there's something really dark about him. And I think that, you know, at least Hans has seen a little bit of it and has gotten a little inkling. And I want to see you do that. Like I just want to see Wes go completely, but that'll be towards the end if it happens. I want to see
bat. Yeah, and just
Jack
let it loose. Yeah, I mean, who knows? I could see it happening. I mean, it's already sort of happening a little bit. I killed 4 people, innocent people, just gone. Fully attacked them.
Yeah. So
Can relate.
If Wes could send like if Wes could have a conversation with Wes kind of that first day of the campaign when he was in his office, what would he say?
Honestly, I think with what's going on in the narrative in his head, there is a greater purpose, and what before used to be a darkness that he couldn't explain and this like madness setting in, now there is almost like a holy mission, that there is something greater than himself, on a spiritual level, some great battle to be had, so he might think that everything's about justified at this point. Whereas before he looks at like, okay, people are dying because of me, because I can't control my mind, I'm a bad person. But now I don't think he measures things that way. He's ready to just do what it takes. He's actually more driven by the objective. But now there's also hiccups, like when we went to the brothel, and he's reminded of the guilt that he feels, so he decided to risk everything by calling up somebody at the embassy, and getting police involved. But yeah, I don't know. And then like aside from that, he also isn't very close to anybody in the group. Things have been, I mean, other than Sabine, who he didn't kill Sabine, guys. I don't know. She went missing, and a lot of people have been missing. Look, he didn't. I mean, the glove does not fit.
The glove does not fit.
Yeah, you must have quit. Quit calling me a murderer. But I think the person he's closest with might be Hans.
We've had some moments.
Even though, yeah, just because, as much as Wesley will deny that he's anything like Hans would understand him at every step of his evolution into this like lower version of himself. But he doesn't take it. He takes it far more seriously.
I think Hans is like, in the beginning, Hans was a little jealous of Wes because he had the family. He had like everything that Hans would have wanted. Wes was that. He was the ideal kind of that. And I think as it's gone on, and as after Sabine left, and after the kid was gone, and every that was brought up, I think Hans kind of just looks at Wes as like another broken individual that's on this like the same crazy bus that he is, and that's I think he feels a little bit more sympathetic towards Wes, but also feels like he could snap and kill us all.
I feel like Saskia can respect Wes, but thinks he's incredibly dumb, and just like and he takes things to the 11th level when they don't need to be. And that is
serving beans, man.
They were just serving beans, or they were just watching the TV. They may not have been paying attention.
Yeah.
So
it's true. Yep, he's very determined, despite having all of the correct answers.
I will say that Wes was very reluctant to let Saskia in on any of this shit. And so for that, you have Spence's respect, but Saskia thinks you're dumb.
But it's too late now.
It's too late now.
You're pulled in.
Yep. Speaking of Saskia,
Hi.
There was that one point in time, Spence, where your character pulls up to the hospital, and that's the day that this all began.
So yeah, I was told by Saskia. I was told by the Serbian. What is it again?
The Slavic Association.
I was told by the Slavic Association to pick up these two men. They were kind of weird, and I was supposed to bring them wherever they wanted to go. I wasn't told anything else other than that. So I picked them up. I made up a story. But I am a college student, so I do what I do because I do. And I did not think that I would now be halfway across the country. I did not think that I would now be handicapped. And learning how to drive stick shift with no hands.
Yeah, you're the one that like has ended up with one of the most like physical like issues.
Well, not anymore. Mister, I have half my gut missing, and the other one with a giant scar on his neck.
It's fine. It's scarf season.
Yeah, you guys would only be normal at a Denny's.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. At a Waffle House, we fit in. They think we work there.
Exactly.
I do love that I'm able to bring a lot of my real world witchiness into this character, and be like, okay, what would my character know? Because my character is probably about the same area of witchy expertise that I am right now. So like knowing a little bit of herbology, knowing a little bit about herbalism and salts and rituals and old Latin, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's been something that like I've wanted to do, or like not really that I've wanted to do, but like that was an interest of mine, is like Soviet era experiments for like weird paranormal stuff, like including like there was a whole bunch of things done for like psychic and telekinetic stuff during the 1950s and the whole Cold War and everything. And I've always wanted to bring that in with Hans, but realistically Hans is not like associated with that with all.
Yeah.
So I've wanted to like, there's been so many instances, like I know Alex knows about all this cool history stuff, but Hans does not. And I cannot say that justify putting that in.
I am excited about what's coming up with Saskia's evolution, because me, the player, has read some more about magic in the game, and Magicians of Passion is something that I'm really looking forward to exploring. So that's a thing. And yeah, Hans is like the bestie. For some reason you've been adopted by Saskia, and that's okay. Though Johanna is pretty dope when it comes to clothing. And I miss Johanna, and we love you, Jen.
We love you, John.
We love you, John.
John.
We miss you. Today is a really hard day for Jen. So everybody, if you have a vessel, raise your glass. I don't care what you're drinking.
Raise my
Jen
empty Diet Coke.
and for Jen, for Jen and her family.
Yeah, l'chaim.
And hail the traveler. Yeah, don't drink the candle, Mitchell.
I do what I want. I'm an adult.
Yeah, well, that will kill you, and then we can't play a game.
No, we'll continue playing.
Also, why are you guys so protective of Saskia? Because I'm confused. Why are you not more suspicious?
Hans feels bad. Hans genuinely feels bad that he has like dragged somebody who he perceives as innocent into this, whether she is or not.
Even after saying that I'm part of the Slavic Association, which I've told the group.
Yeah, I think because you have not been out to get them and didn't seem like you knew the ins and outs of what was happening.
Mm-hmm.
And because he slept with you and like
there's that too.
Yeah, like he feels like he wants to protect. Yeah, it's more of like oh crap. I feel bad.
I lost my hand for you, damn it.
I know, and I feel bad because there's no way he would ever like bring it back.
It
like,
is Hans' fault.
It is, and like that's something he's gonna live with, and he'll.
It's not Hans's fault.
It's okay if it is.
Saskia totally held up a butter knife to a demon that burst through a window right next to her, and she's just like, butter knife. I'ma get this.
Butter knife.
You know what did I expect? You know?
I think the moment Hans realized he was dropped off in the asylum, things are pretty much even.
Oh my god.
Things are settled when you were left for dead.
He doesn't know that was my idea.
Oh, okay.
No, he doesn't. The Hans doesn't know.
Don't remind the GM about that.
Yeah, that was totally my idea.
Drop that bombshell.
Yeah, if I'm ever on a road trip with Spence and I fall asleep.
and you don't wake up. There's going to be one of two things that happen if you don't wake up and you're asleep around me.
Asylum.
Immediately the asylum.
Asylum, or I'm going to sleep with somebody.
Alright. Shane. You're the newbie of the group.
Yeah, so...
How has the ride been so far? Definitely this tall, the ride? I don't know.
Oh, it's been wild just because I only watched like a game or two before I got to play, so I was kind of just picking up very quickly with what everyone else was up to. And I think like the initial kind of prequel that was going on in Hans's head before I actually got to show up on scene kind of really set the tone for what I wanted to do with this character. And also seeing that a lot of these folks, especially as they kind of seem a bit deranged, a bit battered, a bit, being beaten down by the craziness that's kind of coming onto them, I just decided, like, I wasn't sure exactly where I was going to take Jan at first, and then I decided to kind of almost take it in the very, like, cold and calculating kind of route, where it's like, I went with the idea of playing a fixer, but playing a fixer in the regards of having had to deal with enough really messed up situations that he's just kind of emotionally devoid at this point, where it's just like, I need to get a job done. It's all about getting the job done. My feelings are more or less meaningless.
Yeah. So. And I like that in comparison to Hans, and we established that they had worked together and they have a history together. And I feel like Hans, and when they were, in previous working together, that they both had that sense of getting the job done, because they probably had the same employer and all that stuff, and we kind of know that we've been playing off of that. But they both, are down. When it comes down to it, they have a job to do, and it doesn't matter what has to happen, who has to die, who has to be hurt. It's going to get done. I think Hans is actually more emotional and just a little bit more like just outspoken now, as opposed to Jan. But I don't know if that's always been that way for Hans. I don't know. He might have been more stoic, like I said.
in some regards, I almost kind of took where you were going with Hans and went the opposite direction, because it's kind of that idea of, like, when people end up in, like, traumatizing situations, they can go in very different directions as to what they find comfort in or what they find brings them peace. So where I can kind of see where Hans lets his emotions fly a bit more, I went with Jan actually tamps them down much harder now, just because it's like, I got emotional the first time when I tried to help you. That's why that went wrong. So I need to be twice as calculating now.
That's cool.
Build up your walls.
That was a fun thing that we did though. That one session going back, I really like that. That was fun to get Jan in and everybody.
Yeah, it was a good flashback.
Yeah, next time someone gets shot, we'll do another flashback.
Okay.
Also, as a side note, I'm going to say that is probably the most explosive entry into a game I've actually ever had, where my entry is, so that guy's an adversary, right? Yeah, I hit him with my car.
Yeah, you really just popped into the game.
I ram him with a car, and then I back over him to be sure.
It's like, do I win?
Wow. Yeah, we really met you from a double tap. It was great.
Yeah, it has been quite the experience. What's everyone's favorite moment?
Oh.
I hate to say it, but I think Hans's torture scene,
Really?
I think, was amazing. He's sitting there laughing and kind of crying through the whole thing, and it was awesome. But that is shortly followed up by the scene with the Spectre and Wes in the shower of Saskia's apartment. I feel like that was super, like, it pulled on the heartstrings.
Yeah,
that pulled on the heartstrings a lot.
That's my pick for sure. At least for my character development, that one was intense.
I'm going with other people's stuff. Obviously the part that meant the most to me was meeting my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Whew.
It's like, what up?
That was good.
Hi.
How you been?
We go make out now, because that's kind of awesome.
If somebody ever screenshots that and like captured it and like is gonna put that somewhere, that's gonna be like what's gonna haunt me in 20 years. Like, Alex, we have this video of you 20 years ago. What are you doing?
Yeah, penny for a tale is why I will always be unemployed.
Exactly.
Well, I feel like my expressions are what make the clips happen, so I make sure that my expressions are as big as possible.
Yeah. That torture scene was interesting because, of course, I had been gone the previous game and I didn't know what all had transpired, and we had left it in the dark.
Yeah.
So, that was perfect.
Yeah. So I hadn't seen the episode prior, and these guys were just like, oh, just jump in, you'll be fine. So that's where I jumped in and realized, I was learning with the audience of what Hans was seeing and everything. But with that, I wanted specifically to show that Hans knew probably every torture that he was going to have to go through. And he was he already has experienced it, he was ready for it, and he was ready to also die. So and all of that combined, was just the whatever you want to call it, his I don't really care. There is nothing you can really do to scare me. I have seen everything at this point. I'm just going to laugh. That is the only thing that I can do to get me through this is to laugh, which is a little bit of me, but is also more of Alex is screaming at this point. Having your fingernail removed is horrible.
That's rough.
Yeah, KGB did some crazy things, and preparing for torture was literally one of those things. Not spill anything and to die before you do that. So in his background, I feel like he had experienced that before. So
Trooper. Well, I think probably one of our craziest sessions would be session 6, because on the tail end of session 5, we were sacked at Black Sun and taken to the mansion. So session 6 starts off. We had just visited Pokadin for the first time. And in that session, everybody kind of finds the darkest side of themselves. It does some absolutely terrible stuff in the basement there, with huge implications later on in the story, including the fact that Wes can't like show his face to people in public anymore, because he's like a wanted man. Whole place got destroyed. We fled to the motel, and then that's when I defended myself against the two people that were obviously they just needed to die. But I don't know, so much happened in that one session. It was just like non-stop.
It was definitely a learning experience for Saskia as well, because Saskia had never been forced to inflict violence upon someone, and so she had to take part in these ritual killings, and that was traumatizing. But she was trying really hard not to lose face and to think 2 steps ahead. But oh my god, I just killed somebody. What the hell?
Hans got to barge in with like an AK-47 in his underwear. Like that is like what I will always imagine as like pecans. That's it. Like tidy whities, AK-47, vodka in the other hand, just like spray shooting and like. That's
Russian.
Yeah, that was definitely a how far are you willing to go to survive moment.
Yeah.
It was a tough
Tested
one.
all of us.
If I were to say what my favorite scene was actually with Wes, when we were all sleeping in the trailer, of all things. When you were having that kind of dream where you woke up, and that woke up everyone, or a couple of the rest of us, just kind of listening to you talk to the specter of Sabine, basically, the whole time. And then, like, you're going to have to do something terrible if you want to see me. And then Wes leaves the trailer, and then everything else just kind of goes off of that. And then I think my favorite part is, from Jan's perspective, actually going out into the woods with Wes afterwards, just looking at the situation going, I don't think this is quite what you said, but at the same time, I'm not going to question it because that's not my job here.
Right. Yeah, but I'm sure I would have sensed your doubt pretty much instantly.
Oh, it's more like he's probably plainly wearing it on his face, kind of like,
right.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
But while we're at it, I'm gonna steal this guy's wallet and like make it look like a mugging.
Make that money. Yeah, honestly, like as time goes on, Wes becomes closer with everybody, but I think he just feels more and more threatened by you as it goes on, because it's like you know him in a way that other people don't. Even Hans, who kind of has like similar experience as you, but you right through him, and it's not good.
I kind of felt that in a way. It's almost like, like knows like in a sense, or that sort of thing of like, I see what you're doing here. I don't disagree with you. Actually, I'm kind of on board, but at the same time, it's like that kind of idea of just, what's a good way of phrasing it? I can't think of the right term at the moment, but the idea of you can just sense that kind of aura of malice from each other in a sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, but I guess mine is more volatile and deceptive because I'm lying about the whole thing. It's not like I'm not coming clean about it at all.
Yeah, I guess from Jan's perspective, you might kind of view it more in that angle of like, I had that phase where I, thought I could hide this or cover up this part of my life or make it not a part of who I am, kind of thing. Mm-hmm. But he's just been at this for so long and seen so much mess at this point that it's just like, I'm tired, or I got tired of running from it, so I'm just going to embrace the monster.
Right.
But different way of looking at it, but it was still a really cool scene to me, and I really was just like, watching that whole thing set up, I'm just like, oh, this is going to be good.
So where do you think each of your story arcs are going, and where do you want it to go?
Oh God!
I think I've been leading up really well to just a sudden, unexpected death, just to wipe my character off of this entire path. I'm just gonna disappear like it was nothing.
Yeah, I mean, what happens if we get Sabine back? Question mark. We, of course, that's probably not likely in the near future, but like, what happens if we got Sabine back? Like, what would? That's what I want.
I would say just because of scheduling and the uncertainty, it's almost a mystery to every single person what happened to Sabine. I don't even know if I guess circumstance will determine what the outcome is, but that's anybody's guess. I'm gonna keep looking for her because I like to pretend I didn't kill her because I don't think I did. I don't know.
Also, your kid.
I genuinely don't know. I can't like pull out the answer if I wanted to. I can't metagame this. I blacked out.
That was a weird thing. That just reminded me. The first time that Sabine like got lost, or that at least Hans realized that she was gone, was at like we were at an apartment or something, and like all of a sudden she's just gone, and Hans is like, "Wait."
Yeah, blacked out, and I did it again that same session with with the landlady. The backstory behind that is leading up to the beginning of the game. That had been a recurring thing for me where I would have these blackouts. But the twist to it is initially I wasn't actually having them. I was being gaslit by Sabine. Sabine was telling me I was blacking out and doing horrendous things. When I wasn't, I was being blamed for them. And I had these like, I would be like, I seriously don't remember blacking out. She's like, well, that's what someone who blacked out would say. And look what you did. And I'm like, oh shit. I guess I'm a bad guy. But then it started happening, and Sabine's like, oh, fuck. What did I do? Now it's real. And now it's gotten so bad that the person who gave me this placebo habit of this psychological meltdown, now it happened, and she's missing because of it. So it's pretty tight.
That's interesting. I didn't know that. About
that is really cool,
Sabine. I didn't know that was her thing, but
Justice. I don't even realize it.
Malia,
Sabine is a villain. You don't even know.
Yeah, for all the people that are just turning in, Sabine was a character that played, but with scheduling conflicts with the real person, Malia, she hasn't been able to come back. So, question mark for that.
We miss you, Malia.
We do. I miss you. I love you and I miss you, and we want you back. Character arcs. Yeah, where was character arcs? I want Hans to die in the most glorious of explosions, like the most glorious Michael Bay, like him just like flipping the antagonist off as he goes like plummeting into a fiery pit. Like that is how I want him to go out. I have never expected him to live through this, and he has never expected to live through this. So if he does, that's hilarious because he has no idea what he's gonna peter out his life somewhere in like Miami, like shorts and watching like Miami Vice.
I want that for you. Miami Vice.
Yeah, I think that would be interesting. I don't know if it's possible, but that will definitely be interesting.
Okay. Mitchell's gonna rob you of that.
I know.
Gonna die on the toilet.
Exactly.
Oh man. Oh yeah.
Aneurysm in the cereal bowl or something.
So Saskia has fantasy Saskia and potential reality Saskia. Fantasy Saskia is running around with her assassin harem and just going and fucking shit up. And possible reality is becoming a glowing avatar of her goddess and fucking shit up. That's it. And learning deep primal magic.
What's that?
Primal carnal desires generate a great deal of energy. You don't have to draw it up from the elements. You can create it yourself with the help of a willing person. Unwilling, it's a little harder and also morally unsound, so
we're all gonna end up like on some reality show. This is what this all is. This is some like weird reality show that's pulled us in.
dating show.
All of a sudden, at the
Break
end
the
of
fourth
this,
wall.
all the cameras come out and go, "Hi, you're on Candid Camera." Anybody
Oh
else
my
remember that show?
God.
I just killed someone on TV.
You've been punked.
We've
Camera
all
there,
been-
camera there, camera there, camera there. Sabine, come on out. It's like, oh shit.
All the dead
We
Oh,
people
got you,
get out.
Wes. I'm not even Russian.
God. My hands were like shaking at the end of the story, like I'm like covered in blood, like this big battle at the end. They're like,
Yeah.
nah, it never happened.
kidding.
I will
It's
be
all-
right back, guys.
Okay. It's all extras. It never happened. Jan, what's Jan's like end goal?
I
We should
wanted
go
to mostly.
We should go
Oddly
into
enough,
business
he-
together. That should be our goal. We should go into we go into
We're
business
going to
together.
Florida. We're opening like a margarita bar or something in
Oh
Florida.
my God.
Miami, Florida. We have to have like some stupid name for it. Like
Oh my God.
I don't know. I'll think of it.
I'm just thinking of like some kind of like knockoff of like Cheeseburger in Paradise kind of thing, like a Margaritaville kind of place.
Yeah.
Just ran by like East German and then
Oh my God. It'll be Margaritasburg.
Yeah, Margaritasburg.
Margaritasburg.
Remember Margaritasburg.
But on a more serious note, Jan's whole thing out of this is just actually trying to keep Hans alive and get out of this alive.
Oh.
Basically,
Poor soul.
he still hasn't, I guess, given up hope in a sense yet.
Aw. Yeah. I think Hans, like, well, like that is what he like wishes upon the horizon of like, yes. If I live through this, I'm going to open a margarita stand with Jan in Miami and watch it.
It'll be like the end of Shawshank Redemption.
Exactly.
Kind of on the shore.
Wes
that's
gets a
great.
bean. Saskia gets to, go be witchy. That's the end goal for all of us. Is happy. That's our happy endings. That's never gonna happen.
Why did we do this? Like, why did we?
Because I want to see Mitchell pull it all away from us, so we
It's
can
like
cry.
it's like the 5 minutes. It's like when you hit snooze on your alarm clock and you spend 5 minutes pretending you don't have to work that day. And you're just like, let me live in this paradise. It'll make it hurt even worse, but that's
hey,
okay.
it'll be great, you guys. It's gonna be a happy ending. Everything is fine. It's great. It's great.
Our GM lies to us.
Yeah.
He lies to us to our face and expects us to like not. Yeah, no, we know. We know.
Well, you know what though? Above all else, Margaritasburg is now a thing. You can't take that away from us.
Margaritasburg. If anybody ever watches this and wants to do concept art for our Margaritaburg,
God.
please, I might do
Please,
it.
that would be fantastic.
Jeez.
What does Jan look like? Like what? I know that we ended up getting character art for this campaign. What does Jan look like?
Mostly he's supposed to be kind of a very like gaunt, kind of scrawny, skinny sort of fellow. So probably about like 5'8", 5'9", kind of messy blonde hair, basically kind of a dishwater sort of color. Like very angled, very like narrow face. Has very modernized clothing for Germany for the most part, or very like modern clothes as far as the outfits go, because he deals with smuggling most of the time, so he gets whatever he can from the West. Granted, since the wall's fallen down, those things are more readily available, but East Germany would still be picking up its economics at this point. Like, it's still a horrible mess.
Yeah, that's been another thing that has like kind of messed with us. I know at various points that this is obviously set back in the early 90s. Not having cell phones, internet, any of that has been like, we have
That's true.
constantly like, where's the payphone? We got to find payphones. I think luckily most of us are old enough to remember it. So I'm just looking at you,
Well,
Ian.
no,
You're the only one
Ian-
that's not.
Yeah.
Ian is, he's like,
said most.
he is
said
still
most.
15. So
Yeah.
we all have to remember that Ian is the youngest out of all of us.
Little baby.
Little baby. And doesn't
Yes,
remember payphones at all or
God.
life before internet.
If I was any younger, you would have killed me at Munich.
No. no,
That's wrong.
we agreed that child murder was the line.
Well, it wasn't there. That's line was created after me.
That was a dotted line created afterwards where the boundaries are now.
Dotted line, yeah.
Beforehand.
Created by tire treads.
Notice this large streak at the end. That's where the brakes were attempted to be applied.
I had a game one time where we were doing a chase scene, and we had this giant, like, we called it the mower tank because it was like this giant tank that had saws on the end. It was a mower tank. So we were driving it down a highway being chased, and the DM was like, if you don't slow down, you're going to have to make some really bad rolls because you're going to go like flying off of the highway. And we're like, go, keep going, doesn't matter. So we did. And he's like, okay, here's a roll. We failed it. It's like you run into an orphanage with a mower tank. And we're like, oh, and that's, I'm not going to. That's what it made me think of.
Is that where you just go, this is a terrible harvest?
God.
Terrible. See, Mitchell, you're not my first horrible GM that has made me regret things.
I regret nothing.
That's the way to live.
Actually, I have a question for Mitchell.
Ooh.
Shoot.
Are there any big clues that we just missed, that we didn't pick up on, that you dropped, that we should have, and it's now going to cost us as we are like kind of in the dark here about where to go next?
Yes.
Okay, cool. That was it. It was just a yes or no question.
That's great.
It was just yeah. All right.
I'm thinking that it's probably the little statue that keeps showing up everywhere.
We already know that's freaky. We already know that's like the omen of every one of our deaths.
Upside down skull.
Upside down skull.
Yeah, if you ever wonder where Moth was during his time
no.
away.
Oh no, he was in it. And then I ran it over, and that's why he's back. No.
No idea how hard Moth is to kill. He spreads to other games.
Yep.
He's a fungus.
You have to wash your hands between games, or he's in it. He's like, oh well, you weren't safe. So okay, so let's look at our clues, and what we actually know, that we've learned.
Let me actually open up my notes because that's a thing.
Yeah, so as far as I know, the story really begins at 1950.
With what's her face?
With
hold on, I'm just kind of moving
the
my
children,
camera around so I can actually type some things.
Yeah.
In the 50s or 60s, Magda Orlova and other children were transferred from the clinic in Moscow to Frankfurt.
Yep.
There was the experimental facility, and they were used for treatment. They were testing these kids with personality disorders. We don't really know much about why they were there, but they had bizarre powers.
And like, God, this is a thing that like Alex knows about it, but Hans doesn't. Because yeah, they used to kind of do this. They used to like experiment on kids, take them from like the countryside and kind of do stuff. Supposedly, Karov Hospital, 1943. Is that where they were? They were originally, or is that where they went?
I don't remember.
Yeah, it was Kirov, I believe, is where they were originally.
Okay, and then they went to.
That went to Moscow. The Frankfurt Clinic.
Yeah.
Or Moscow first.
Hey, Shane, are you able to mute yourself while you're typing?
Yeah,
I'll stop then. Sorry, guys.
Oh, you're fine.
Very long.
Christian mechanical keyboard.
Oh yeah.
It's good feel though. It's good key feel.
So good.
I love crunchy typing.
So do I.
Ooh, crunchy typing ASMR. I'm onto it.
So let's get back to what we were thinking. So they went to Moscow, then they went to Frankfurt Clinic.
Yeah.
Right, and it. I'm led to believe they more or less like grew up in the original facility. They were very young.
Yeah, it was Magda and 3 Russians. That's what my notes say.
3 Russians. One of the Russians was Philip Kramer, who we did meet, and who is now deceased, I think.
I think so.
Well, we don't know that he's deceased, but we did meet him, and we did burn the asylum to the ground.
Right.
So the little black porcelain doll belongs to Piotr. That was his, right?
Oh, right.
And he gave it to
Okay.
Saskia when she went into that ward.
Mm-hmm.
Was Piotr one of the three Russians, or one with Magda? Okay.
Which just kind of leaves, I think, one more that we don't know.
I have a lot of names, but they're all from like the first like couple sessions,
Yeah.
and I don't like. I have Arnold Waste. Is that
Nope.
somebody? That was somebody.
That was probably a throwaway character. We probably murdered him.
Alberto from Spain.
Honestly, he's probably dead.
I just stopped bringing NPCs in because they just, unless they're giving away beans, they're just dead.
Yeah, they're just named Citizen now. They don't have names.
Who is Carl Dietmore?
Oh, good question.
That was somebody.
Okay, so there were many children in the facility. Only a few survived, however. 51 children.
I don't know.
They were there as early as 1951. So originally we didn't know. We just knew it was 50s or 60s, but it was 1951 for the Frankfurt clinic, at least where the doctor we're speaking to, Tatlina. That's when she was commissioned. 14 of the patients that were there were discharged around Germany. So some people made it out. It wasn't like everybody was dying. But many of them were, I think.
Let's also look at when we saw the clinic in its current state. It was completely run down and incredibly decrepit. Also, the fact that the people in there's a lot of them just seemed kind of in their own sort of space. But we also have the fact that they had like some sort of like zombie flesh golems that tried to rip us apart when we tried to, or when we set the building on fire. Or when we caused that mass chaos.
Right.
Actually, Jan wouldn't know that unless Hans wanted to talk about what happened to him in there. Because I don't think any of us actually know exactly what happened to him.
Yeah,
Yeah, actually, so I think now's a good time to kind of shift us back into the world of Kult from the safe confines of the real world.
Damn.
You guys know too much.
Grab your seatbelts.
Coordinating.
Last time I checked, you guys were sleeping at this old lady's house.
Mm-hmm.
We're
trying to. Like, did she only have one spare room?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so are we all crammed in there?
Yeah, I mean, there's a couch too, so...
Yeah.
Hans would have, he would have, like, lingered not to go or not to stay in that room until the way end. Like, he would have probably chain smoked around the car or, like, have walked around outside for a little bit because he's not too sure about this. He doesn't like this.
And Saskia would eventually reach out to Hans. Hi.
Good. Hello. How are you?
Well, I am okay. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You are nervous. And also things and stuff.
Well, I don't know about the things and stuff, but I don't know. She's a little creepy. She's just a little... You know what she's done to these, those kids. They talk. They when I worked, they always talked about this type of stuff, and I don't like it. It doesn't bode well. It doesn't.
From the notes, it doesn't sound like it was anything like what Dr. Cypher and them were currently doing.
Maybe not exactly, but nothing good came of it. I mean, look at what are we doing now? All of this is because of the things that have happened from that. That's staying with somebody who's directly tied to this, and it's he's just gonna laugh a little bit. Like we are how you say screwed. I feel like we are screwed if we stay here.
I think you're wrong. For once.
Okay.
But
I could be.
Where are you guys right now?
I'm out by the car. Where I'm just gonna say I'm kind of like
Okay.
walking around outside by the car.
Excellent.
I think you're wrong. This place doesn't feel like any of the other places that we've been to. This place feels like a sanctuary. Do you know?
No. Perhaps that is why. Perhaps you are feeling something that I just can't. I don't know. Oh, well, you should get sleep. You should get rest.
I slept in the car. So, this place makes me feel awake and alive. And I don't feel that very often.
Well, it is good. You should enjoy it.
But I also wanted to ask you about what happened last night, or this morning, or whatever time it was.
What do you mean?
I asked you to do a thing, and you slept through it, so I found other means.
Oh!
I wanted to make sure you and I are okay. We don't have a fight when things are trying to kill us.
Oh! Yeah, no, it's fine. I did not... miscommunication, we'll say. Miscommunication. I was tired. I didn't know you meant right then and there. I would have risen to occasion. It would have been fine. But no, that's fine. Jan is a very he's gonna laugh. Jan is a great guy. He's a great guy.
Oh wow.
I mean, no,
Jan just switches in another room.
I'm not dating people. This is a thing that needs to happen occasionally for me. It makes it's like smoking but better.
I know. I relate. I understand. I relate. It's the same.
Okay.
It's the same for me.
Okay. So we are okay.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Do we hug? Do we high five? Do we?
God.
God.
High five with the left hand.
We can hug. We can.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay. This was lovely and awkward.
It is. I always try to make it that. I'll be in a minute. I'm just gonna finish this up.
Yeah. No. Okay. Bye. I go inside.
The entire time inside that house, Jan is like pacing constantly and just looks incredibly uncomfortable in this building.
What is wrong with you?
Don't like this place.
Why?
Seems too good to be true.
Oh my
It's one of those too perfect kind of circumstances.
Mother help me, you sound just like Hans.
Wes will enter into the doorway holding a Tupperware container of refrigerated chocolate chip cookies.
Kind of cookies.
Taking a bite out of one and just sort of hugging the container. There's at least a dozen in there. What are you
okay?
talking about? Me? Yeah. This place is great. I wish we could stay longer.
Oh, well, we shouldn't stay too long, otherwise she might get hurt. But there are cookies. And there's a shower. There's a shower. I think Johanna already took her shower and is sleeping now.
I'm gonna extend the bowl of cookies for Jan.
Oh,
Jan just looks at it very just suspect.
I take a cookie.
I'm visually gonna shrug. Watch out, Saskia. Apparently I poisoned them or something.
Well, that's because you're deadly, Wes.
Well,
but you're eating them, so it's okay.
Truly, you flatter me, and I'm gonna set it down on like a dresser nearby. Set it next to the mirror so it looks like there's twice as many cookies. I'm just gonna go plop down on the bed.
All right.
Close over the covers, so someone can go under the covers. Ultimate sleepover protocol. Wes he's too innocent, for a killer.
Oh.
That's just who he is.
So you and Joanna are gonna share the bed. Got it.
I'm gonna go to bed.
All right. Bye.
I'm gonna sleep.
I wanna ask Dr. Tatlina more questions about her garden because we were gonna go night harvesting of that, get stuff.
Yeah. You hear the clanging of gardening tools in the back.
Mm-hmm.
You can, of course, go outside into the night. Little fireflies dance around.
This is very nice.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
So you have night blooming flowers and herbs as well?
Yes, I do. It's a peaceful time at night. Even if you look upon the city, it almost has a look about it that says cherish me.
I'll look where she's looking. Like, you can see the city lights from where we're at? Okay. I don't necessarily see cherish me. I see more appreciate me. But that's, I guess, a difference of perspective.
Are your companions settling in?
Some of them. Some of us have had a very long and treacherous couple of days. And so it is. We've been sleeping in very strange quarters for a while. So to sleep in a house where it seems safe and comfortable is strange for them.
Well, that's sad to hear. It seems like your life is very sad.
Well, it is challenging. Sad, I don't think is the word, but very challenging. As we are reporters, we take care of each other, we protect each other in dangerous situations when it comes to it. But we are not fighters.
Well, I guess when life gives you lemons.
You make lemon tart.
Yeah, you do. Take some of the clippers over there. Maybe you can help me nip a few buds.
Okay. And I'll help harvest.
Yeah, she hums to herself during the whole time. Afterwards, she takes the buds inside and places them in a couple of jars.
I do not wish to keep you up later than you usually do. I will sleep on the couch. But first a shower. And I go take a shower.
Please. Yeah. It never has hot water, but,
It's clean. And I can be clean.
You look down at all the blood and dirt that has collected over you the past couple of days.
How this woman has not, retched, I don't know, but...
Empty stomach.
Yeah. I just realized that washing my hair with one hand would be very difficult.
Yeah, that's something to have to get used to.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that might be a thing. That might be a thing because this is the first time I've showered since I've lost my hand.
We all stink.
Ooh, that's probably a pretty emotional experience.
Yeah. No. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm gonna get kind of frustrated and maybe cry a little bit. That's awful.
We have cookies.
I know there's cookies.
There's cookies. You want some cookies?
I
Chocolate chip.
I can't eat cookies in the shower, Hans.
If you had another hand, you could. Oh, I love you.
Jeez.
It's okay. That means I love you in our language, so it's fine.
He didn't really say that in character. He wouldn't have said that.
So yeah.
Hans would have eventually have come in, after several cigarettes probably, and like kind of like begrudgingly goes in and probably sit wherever. Is Jan still up?
Yeah, Jan is going to be like sitting in a windowsill or something like that. Just has it cracked probably and smoking.
It's the 90s. He would probably, walk in the same room and kind of, look at the cookies and kind of pick one up and sniff it and not eat it yet, just kind of, have it. And just kind of, shake his head. I don't like doctors.
I don't like this house.
I don't like health. I don't like doctors. I like cookies.
Cookies like you.
This whole thing just feels off to me. It also, as a side note, we should probably. Is anyone else in the room with the two of us right now, or is it just the two of us?
I thought you were showering.
I will be down in a few minutes, but I was planning on sleeping down there.
Okay, if we've got a few minutes, then Jan would like to say a few things or say something to Hans before Saskia gets there.
Okay. Okay.
No, more to the idea of, I don't think we've taken everything this woman has said at face value, and we haven't really inspected her house or looked around. Just even nosing around or snooping.
Well.
And don't really know what to say. I mean, she very well could be on the level. This all could be. She could actually, in theory, be a nice person. But when was the last time that happened?
It's few and far. This whole thing has been few and far between of nice people telling us the truth. I don't think that you're not wise for thinking that. I also question the validity of what she says. But he's gonna kind of look around. Do we hear anything from where she is?
No. I mean, she's upstairs. You heard a couple movement and such like that, but
she did have
fine.
pictures, though. She had pictures on the wall, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. She's got, the pictures. At least, I think she was tied to it. I don't know, if she's leaving anything else. That would be the only concern, is that she is leaving out the rather large piece of information that could lead us further in. I don't know, Jan. I don't know anything about this. This is we just.
Yeah, it's always, as it always is, friend. We never know anything. We just know what one step in front of us looks like, usually.
I don't even know what end goal is, really. I just know that we're in too deep, my friend. We are in too deep. Do you want to maybe look around a little bit?
Sounds good, but I would like to go snoop around, then. Let's take a look. I mean, what could it hurt?
The famous last words. What's good at hell? All right. So he's gonna let Jan kind of do the snooping, and he's gonna be more of a lookout. Like he's just gonna, listen out and kind of like be able to give signals and that type of stuff. So he's gonna let Jan kind of take the investigative.
Excellent. So you're going up the stairs, Jan?
I don't know. Where are we going, Jan?
What have we had time to look through in this house? Like, I mean, I know we have this guest room, so I assume we could have looked through everything in the guest room already.
Yeah, it's just kind of typical old people stuff.
Yeah, seems reasonable. Were there? Since we've had a chance to look through the house, is there anything where she would keep records or anything, or is that all upstairs?
Probably upstairs. Just downstairs, all there is a kitchen that leads out to the garden. There is a guest bedroom, and then a small living room.
Okay. I guess upstairs it is then. I'm just have to try to be quiet and careful then.
Yeah, there's no basement or cellar in this house. Question mark.
No basement. That'd be creepy.
But it would also be weird because most houses built in the 1940s and 50s had them. Actually, even before then.
This one does not.
They all have cellars.
How about attics? I guess that'd be if we discover, but
we'd have to go upstairs first anyway.
Yeah. I guess we'd be able to see if there was another, thing. Anyway, upstairs, I guess. Yep.
Excellent. There's carpet kind of in the center of the stairs, hardwood on either side. This stairs is creaky. Every little step is that.
Does it have handrails on each side?
It does.
We can kind of use that to.
Yeah, just kind of brace with the rails so you're not putting as much weight on the stairs.
Excellent. Moving up the stairs, the first thing you see is a visual picture of Jesus, the Thorn of Crowns, perched atop his head with several trails of blood over his face. He looks like he's in anguish, and his eyes kind of glitter as they seem to follow you.
Can I inspect that painting? Hardcore inspect it? Kind of take it off the wall and look behind it and all this stuff?
Yeah, of course.
I'm gonna do that.
Yeah. You take it off and you can see the brown kind of paper on the back. Doesn't look like it's been taken or removed in a long time.
There any artist marks?
No.
And it's not an iconic representation of Christ, right? It's not I don't know. Who else? Michelangelo. There we go.
Yeah, no one's famous.
Artist. Okay. He's done that, right? That was him, right?
Just some kind of generic kind of Passion of the Christ kind of print.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But the eyes are following us? Question mark, right?
Well,
I'm gonna cover them. Yeah. Actually, not today, Jesus.
No, wait. That's really freaking weird. Actually, now that I think about it. So, this woman, this Dr. Catalina came from Russia originally. Mm-hmm. Russians are typically Eastern Orthodox. They wouldn't support Jesus.
No.
So it's just not anything completely out of the ordinary. She's been living in Western Germany, so I mean, could be punt, but at the same time, just seems odd.
No, it is. It's there's a reoccurring religious theme here. Obviously, when we went to investigate Magda's apartments, there was the Black Madonna, and it got really weird. It got really weird. So there's been a religious tie to this, obviously, and also paintings that follow us with the eyes. That's been a thing. So let's just cover him. He doesn't need to see anything.
Okay. And then let's continue on then. Just keep with the creeping.
The first room to your left, you notice that there is a kind of like a little baby what do they call them, bins?
What?
I'm a dad.
That's a trash can. A little baby trash can. Baby in trash can.
Offspring of a large dumpster.
Yes.
One of these days, it'll grow up to be a garbage truck.
I know what it's called. It's called a crib. I have a child.
Just like you have a kid, Mitchell. Is there like a nursery room?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's what we're talking about. Okay, so we go up, Jesus. We make a right. You said, or a left? Left. And the room is that the only room on the left?
Correct. Further down, you see another room with some candlelight coming from it.
Right or left side of the hallway, or at the end?
At the end.
Okay. So before that, left or right side of the left turn. I am making you do this. I'm making you GM think this.
I'm just gonna be like, it's gonna be a maze, whatever.
It's fine. I got this. I read House of Leaves. So it's on the left. We're just gonna say on the left, one of the rooms there.
Mm-hmm.
It's open. And we see a crib, not a baby trash can.
Correct. Not a baby bin. But yeah, there's little like cherubs all over the wall.
Oh no.
It's very picturesque, beautiful, almost like they painted heaven upon the wall.
Is there any other furniture? Is there any other is there a changing table? Is there like any other thing
There's
that would
a dresser, a bin with clothes in it. Like a little toy, you know, the dangly toy thing.
A mobile.
There you go, right over it. I got it.
Yeah, Mitchell has a kid, has had, child toys in his house.
I've just been giving him bins and string. Go have fun. I guess.
Riker's gonna be the best GM when he grows up because he's gonna have like such little things.
Oh boy, this is seeming even weirder now. Yeah, Hans.
He's got a little. How many dolls are there? Like, how many like little precious moment figurines are there?
Oh, there's none.
You said that there was
Yadros. They're Yadros.
Yeah, there's cherubs
much classier
on the walls, but there's no figurines.
I used to sell precious moments.
I was gonna say, thank God there's no figurines. That's how we'd find that little one again after we crashed it and ran it over with a car and tried everything. It's just sitting on a precious moment stand. It's like, oh hell!
Oh hell no! Put it in the bin. Put it in the baby bin.
All right, but more seriously, just kind of peering around through the room, just kind of giving it a quick once over, just anything that seems more out of place than, well, a like nursery in this kind of middle of nowhere house where there's no children.
Yeah, it's just a nursery. It's okay. Nothing weird here.
I got a bad feeling.
Me too. Jan quickly kind of twitches a little bit and goes away from the nursery, just not wanting to be anywhere near it.
What's his face? Hans is kind of like, what's his face? He'll stay in there a little bit longer, kind of peeking around stuff and like looking up at the ceiling. And you said there was like a chair, like cherubs on the ceiling and everything, or a picturesque of heaven or something. Anything weird about those cherubs?
No, they're kind of like your typical diaper-wearing babies.
Yeah, fat babies. Yeah, with wings.
Fat baby
with the baby bins.
The baby bits.
All right, and it's like as after Jan leaves, and he's like kind of looking around a little bit long. Nothing in the crib, right?
Do you walk towards the crib?
Ah! Of course, yeah, he does. Yeah.
All right, your footsteps approach the crib. You see a cloth over a small lump. It looks like whatever this blanket is covering, it's completely covering it.
Jan.
There's like that slow, like sucking of breath through your nose kind of thing. Like, I don't want to hear this. I don't want to hear this.
I know you don't want to hear this, but let me just tell you, there's a blanket in the crib. I'm going to move it.
And there's a tapping at the window.
Look towards the window.
Yep, looking up towards the window.
You notice a couple of tree limbs that are kind of just scraping against it from the wind.
God. All right.
We're getting too old for this shit.
Far too old. Far too old. We're never doing this again. This is horrible. I'm going to move the blankets, and I need you to shoot anything that might come out. Or I don't know. I just need you to set it on fire. Don't care. All right. Whew. He's gonna slowly reach his hand into this, the crib and get the blanket and just kind of like ready himself and prepare. And like, I wish I could actually remember Russian. Saskia, what's 1, 2, 3 in Russian?
I speak German.
I was hoping you remembered right.
Uno, dos, tres.
Uno, dos, tres. That's it. See, he'll count. He'll be like,
It's Adin.
yeah,
Diva.
Zwei. I know Zwei. No, sorry, that's German.
Adin.
I know, Rush.
I'm Freitag.
Adin, dva, tri.
Yeah.
Sure.
So you get your little hand and you move it towards this blanket, cusp it, and you start pulling it over. And you look down.
God.
It's just another blanket.
Oh.
Classic twist.
Yeah, classic twist. What comes through the window?
And it pops out of the closet.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm awake, I promise.
It's
All right.
He'll kind of call it's another blanket.
Let's put it back and get out of this room.
Okay. He'll take the last blanket. Just make sure nothing's in there. He'll just do it quick.
Yeah, you pull it and you kind of see this little monkey with the symbols.
Oh, it's one of those? Oh, that's creepy. Does it start?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Yeah, he's gonna, like, push the blanket over it. Yeah. Blanket over it. We leave. Okay. He's gonna, like...
Okay.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, you guys are back out in the hallway. You notice that the candle is now out.
I'm kind of motion to that. Either sleep or is left. Why don't we check the, is there another room to the right? Staircase, right. Alright, let's check out the room down there.
Take a little bit longer before checking out candle room, yeah.
I think that...
Okay.
Did she say where her room was? Oh, damn it.
Okay. Let's check the other room and then we'll hit the candle room last, because if she is going to sleep, let her have the longest chance to actually pass out.
Okay.
Sneak. You guys open the door, and on the other side is a desk looking out of the window. There's a kind of poster of the world, as well as several filing cabinets.
You are a much smarter man than I am. I will stand on the lookout. You will find.
I'll do my best.
Okay. So yeah, Hans will be posted kind of at the door, so he's watching just to make sure nobody comes out or she doesn't come out, and we'll signal to him if she does.
Okay. Jan's going to try to take a look, just a quick peer through the desk and the filing cabinets, just trying to take a look and see what kinds of things does she keep in here.
Yeah, looking over, the first thing you notice is that there is a gun in one of the drawers. 3 bullets sit right next to it. Further down to the other cabinets, you see a couple of files kind of describing some of the patients that were discharged by Dr. Tatlina. You definitely recognize Magda and the 3 Russians. There seems to be a couple of them, others that were discharged, and you notice that 2 of them, Ethel and Layla, Ethel Brockman and Layla Nemvisa, actually live nearby in Frankfurt.
Jan's basically going to pull a pen and notepad out of his jacket, basically, and just start quickly jotting down notes on all of this, because unfortunately I don't have a Polaroid or a camera on hand, but that's something I think I'd like to buy next time I get a chance to go to a store. But anyway, basically just start jotting down notes about these new couple of names we have and just any of the other information we have or that we didn't have on this.
Excellent.
Also, what kind of gun is it? Is it just like a revolver with a handful of bullets nearby?
Yeah, very old
so it's
revolver.
Okay, it's not loaded? or not? You'd have to actually put the bullets into it. Okay.
Mhm.
You said there were 3 bullets, though, right?
Correct.
All right. Okay. What
And
were the names
Hans.
again? Mm-hmm.
Oh,
What were the names again?
Ethel Brockman and Layla Nimsva. Nimsveva.
Ethel and what was it?
Layla.
Layla. I'm sorry.
You're cool. And Hans, you notice a white figure coming out of the candled room. It's very dark. And this white figure is leathery skin, kind of the lumps and rashes. It very much looks kind of has the figure of the old woman as she walks down the hallway and opens up another door that's next to the candled room. And then you kind of hear like the toilet bowl like shift a little bit.
Once she's in the yeah, like he'll stand still and watch her go in, or what this figure go into the bathroom, and as soon as she gets in and close the door, he'll kind of whistle to Jan and be like, "She's out to the bathroom."
She doesn't close.
Let's
the door.
go.
Oh, damn it! Oh well, as soon as he she goes in, that's when he'll do that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And where are you guys going now?
I think we need to probably get out. I think we need to get out of here for right now. Actually, like, just don't arouse any further suspicion. I think.
Were you able to get to anything?
Okay. Yeah, a couple of names. A Layla and some other
Ethel.
person. I've got it written down. And Ethel.
Mm-hmm.
2 other people that were with Magda in the clinic is part of her notes.
And then there's a flush guttural, and we see this naked woman move down the hallway again back into the candled room.
Okay. Cold. Okay. Any other rooms that we can see beside the one we're in right now? Because we know the candled room is where she apparently was sleeping, or where she's going back and forth to. Yeah.
Oh, that's it. It looks like that's pretty much the house. The toilet, the candled room, the nursery.
I couldn't, it's dark. I couldn't see it clearly, but it looks like she might have the same. Well, did you ever have the rash? Did Jan ever have
No.
the death the death crud? It looked like she had the rash that most of us have had. The between the finger, it looked like it was on her back. So I mean, that comes and goes with all of this. It's a part of this. I don't know what. There's worms, and then there's worms. But
Okay.
I think I saw that on her.
So, anyone who's caught up with this gets this sort of worm sort of situation?
Some sort of situation, some sort of crud. I don't know what it is.
Let's carry on this conversation downstairs. And then we should.
That's us walking away down the stairs. They're trying to.
Let's get back to the guest room then, and then we can carry on our conversation.
Okay.
If anyone else is awake, they're free to join.
Okay. We'll go to guest room. Who is still awake?
Not Wesley.
Saskia is just getting out of the shower, and I imagined that I would have asked Johanna for help with my hair, so Johanna is now asleep. So yeah, I basically I have a shirt on and that's it. And they're asleep. I was going to go downstairs to sleep.
Oh, if you want to come in, just come in here real quick.
Okay.
So yeah, he's gonna get into the guest room where Wes is sleeping and Johanna and Saskia would come in and Jan. Hans is going to look around the room, the guest room. Are there any vents in the room? Like, I don't imagine that there would be.
No, not really. It's kind of
Okay.
stuffy.
He'll take like a pillow and kind of like push it against the door crack, and he's going to try and insulate this room as much as possible, so they can kind of just have a quick talk. All right. So
do we need to wake them up for this, or?
I don't think so. It's just a couple of interesting points that we found upstairs. We decided we were going to snoop around the house a little bit.
Oh my god, you guys are paranoid.
No, I wasn't looking for anything dangerous. I was just curious about more of this Magda Orlova story.
Oh, I was paranoid. No, absolutely. I don't trust her. I don't like doctors. I don't like doctors.
Well, she's not a doctor anymore.
Once a doctor, always a doctor.
It's not like she's going to be doing experiments on you.
No. Not going to go there. She does. She has a nursery. She has a nursery. She is not.
It's weird.
Really
weird.
What do you mean, weird? There are lots of degrees of weird.
Well, this is degree weird. This is. She also has the same boils, the crud, the stuff that we have. She has it. I just saw her. Or a thing that looked like her. I'm sorry, I forgot this. This might not even be her because we all hallucinate. And the thing that was up there that has it. So. Also, with the names, Jan, the names.
Ethel and Layla as two other people that were in there. Didn't get a whole lot of information as to exactly where to find them or whatnot. I don't think that was included, but there were some more notes of a couple of other people that were with them.
Okay, well, we can go and look for them tomorrow. We seem to be safe for now. And you both don't sleep well. You should sleep. If it makes you feel better, I will stay awake. But I feel like your lack of sleep, the fear that we have been running on for the past I don't know how long, is getting to you both. This is, for all intents and purposes, a safe place. If she's been touched by the same thing that we are, then we probably have someone who could be an ally in all this.
Or another target that's going to pull the hurricane upon us. But
I think you two need to rest. The information we can look up tomorrow when Joanna is awake or something.
Last time I fell asleep. Last time I really fell asleep, I ended up in a hospital. I don't know. He's just kind of like, yeah.
Yes, but this time we are not anywhere near a hospital.
You tell me this. I don't. You know what? No. Okay. I'll go sleep. No, we go sleep. I'll go sleep.
To sleep.
You need to sleep. Otherwise, you will not heal and you will be useless to us.
I spoon Wes. I don't.
Wes is spooning Joanna, so.
Yeah.
Puddle.
That is her doing because she got up and went back to bed.
Yep. I am going to go sleep on the couch or stay awake, as the case may be, and I will see you all later.
Hans will look at Jan, kind of be like, "You gonna go with her? You gonna?"
He gives him the nod to gives Hans the nod. Go for it.
Okay.
Great.
Okay. What the fuck ever. This is what's happening. Shit.
This is what happens.
This is what happens. Shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. He will follow Saskia down.
Oh, you're not going to sleep up there? Okay.
Yes. No.
Okay.
Do you want to sleep? Do you actually want to sleep?
I'm not tired. I'm relaxed, and I can probably just relax for a while. But
Let's relax. Let's relax together.
are you talking about relaxing?
Yes.
or,
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh,
No,
okay. Okay. We
This is
go
how-
do the.
We're gonna do
This is how our conversation goes. Okay. We find a quiet place and do the smashy smashy.
I was just gonna do it on the couch and listen out. But okay, whatever you're comfortable with, please.
Listen, the other couch.
Oh,
was
in the
a piece of
nursery.
shit.
We go in the
Oh, God.
nursery.
I don't feel like making a baby with you.
Yeah. We got a bin. We got a baby bin.
No.
Whatever.
Oh,
I'll sleep with you, Hans. I just don't know where.
The couch, whatever. No, whatever. It doesn't have to. But he'll go down with her to the living room or whatever, and kind of take post there. If they want to do it, they can. If not, he's just gonna.
Well, we'll say they do, and then their cuddling happens.
Okay.
Because cuddling needs
In
to
the
happen.
nursery, right?
Yes, in the nursery. No.
No. Okay.
All right. It's a lovely night. Yeah, guys, you guys sleep or not sleep well.
I'd like to roll an endurance. That's not something.
yikes.
Fortitude is though.
Yep.
I think it's willpower.
Is it
Yeah.
willpower?
Keep it
Keep
together.
it together. I'm rolling.
Avoid harm.
I rolled a 10. I rolled a 10 for that.
Hey.
You do
Hey!
know. You do know.
I just wasted a 10.
Yeah, you do know in this game, it's not. It's either you succeed or you fail, and I get to make a move. Are
Okay.
you sure you want to roll, Alex?
I'm scared.
I'm thinking it's too late.
Because
Wait.
you
I'm thinking
had
dice fell.
narrative control, but it sounds like you're rolling to provide me narrative control.
I did. I rolled a 10. So,
10
Uh-oh.
plus what?
10 plus 2.
So,
It's 12. Almost like a good over 15, but
yeah.
I don't know. You tell me. GM.
Oh, he's smiling.
Oh, God, this is horrifying. Anybody watching this is horrifying. I'm scared. Look at his fucking face. I'm scared. I'm scared, guys.
Yeah, I'm not going
What
to
did I
tell you
do?
what happened, so
Okay.
Oh.
just going to make a note.
Do I have fun?
Hans? Does Saskia have fun?
I hope so. I don't know. I guess
Okay.
he wouldn't really care, but
If,
yeah. he
if
would.
there's effort, then she
There's some
probably has fun.
effort. There's some
Yeah.
effort. He's
Great.
still
Yeah.
missing like half of his gut, but whatever. He
Yeah,
doesn't-
as long as you pay attention to their needs, I'm
Alright, cool.
sure they will have fun.
Great.
What is our life, guys? What are we doing?
Life is full of fuck buddies, and that's how it's supposed
Wes
to be.
will get up in the middle of the night for a cookie. And he's like, I'm treating myself tonight. You know what?
Aw.
Yeah, you like look over and there's
Wes,
like
you are secretly a voyeur.
Yeah.
That's what this is.
there's like
Also, all right. Also, the moment Wes gets out of the bed, Jan goes. He takes his spot.
Damn it.
You
No
had
more
to come
cookies for
snuggle
you.
us now.
I'm eating far more cookies now.
Eating far more cookies.
I have nothing else to do.
That's my
I'll
life.
sleep on the couch.
That is literally my life. Don't know what else to do. I'm just gonna eat more cookies. Fuck it.
Yeah.
yeah.
You're gonna come sleep on the couch while we're having sex on it?
No. I'm sleeping on the floor.
No. The affair is like only 15 minutes long. Like Hans has it, but not that much. He's not going for the goal as he's going.
Yeah, no,
for
that's fine.
efficiency.
That's fine.
Yeah. So Hans, what I want you to do
God.
is something pretty special.
Okay.
I want you to take your headphones off, and when I do this, you can put it back on.
Okay. All right, guys. I can't hear shit.
Alex, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay, cool. Saskia, as you are performing this action, you feel a hand upon kind of your cheek, kind of lovingly caressing it like a mother would a child. And you see almost this long-haired, pale, almost translucent woman.
Is it the same one from the river?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Her other hand seems to be upon Hans and guiding him during this little bit of intercourse. And then, when you guys have both completed, she smiles at you and kind of kisses your forehead.
I kiss Hans's forehead, and I'll tell him that when he comes back.
Excellent. All right.
Oh God.
At the end of what happened, when we both catch our breath, I kiss you on the forehead.
Aw.
And say thank you. and we should sleep now.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And I just snuggle up to you.
Roll for cuddles.
He will.
You did say last session that you wanted cuddles. We'll point that out.
He will. He's sure. He's good with it. He's good with it.
I take it.
Yep. What happened, guys?
So
Nothing
terrible.
Yeah.
Okay. I trust every single one.
Alex, it's okay. You can turn off your lights, go to bed tonight feeling safe and sound that Hans has done the right thing. And Hans feels that too. But in the morning, dawn approaches up, creeping over the windowsill like a bunch of tiny hands across the living room. Warming your face. Yes, the dawn. It is the morning.
Do we have to move? I don't want to.
I smell really bad.
Then you should shower.
So
I'm gonna sleep here, though.
Okay. I'm gonna go take a shower.
Okay.
He'll get up and slowly make his way to the bathroom to take a shower.
Is Wes asleep on the floor?
Yep.
So there's a spot open on the couch.
So actually, you guys do not see Wes.
Oh. Okay. That's fine.
Yeah, but meta, I know that he's there.
Okay. Yeah, no, I don't see him. So he'll go up to the bathroom.
Yeah, Wes, you wake up on the floor, a carpet underneath you. You look around and notice that there is a stairwell leading downstairs.
Okay. I'm a bit embarrassed. I don't know what happened, so I'm gonna get up. Head down those stairs.
All right. Yeah, you guys see Wes coming down the stairs.
Morning. Hello.
Good morning.
I'm going back to sleep.
Right, yeah. Okay. I'm gonna look for my hat over on the floor somewhere, I presume.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll put it on. I don't much like my identity lately. I'll look at the empty Tupperware. Just cookie crumbs. I'll put the lid back on it.
Did you eat all the cookies?
I sure did.
Fuck you.
Oh, man.
All right, everyone brushes their teeth, freshens up. Oh, such a beautiful day.
There's no way this is going to be a beautiful day.
We all slept and we didn't die. I call that a win.
Yeah. Wes, as you're kind of you see a bit of blood start to dribble down your mouth, and as you kind of spit, one of your teeth kind of plops down into the sink.
Okay, yeah, in shock, I'll immediately jerk to stop the sink so I don't lose that down the drain, and I'll reach for it.
Yeah, and there's also a pain. You know, almost like if you bite into like a chip, and it's kind of embedded. It's there.
Roots on this tooth that came out? Are there roots? Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of, and you pull it, and you notice that there is a long fingernail.
Okay. Gagging immediately. How is it? It's like a clipping, or it's a full fingernail?
It's a full fingernail.
Painted?
No. It looks like it's been chewed on.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Start gagging. Okay, this is a back tooth that I lost. Okay. Well, seeing as I'm a wanted criminal from another country, I'm not gonna go to a dentist. I'm just gonna set down the tooth.
Also, keep it together.
Yep. All right. I did extremely poorly on like to keep it together.
Ah, yes. Cool.
You just made him really happy.
I
don't like it.
Cool. You're gonna take a -4 to your stability. Where are you at in terms of stability?
That's a good question. Stability. A -4 puts me at a -6. So
that's my soul.
So that's let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Anxious, so critical stress.
Okay. Cool.
We'll make you unhinged, so you have -3 disadvantage, but a +1 to see through the illusion.
Okay.
And as you're kind of looking at yourself in the mirror, you look down and you see this almost shriveled up fetus in the bowl of the sink looking up at you like...
Yeah, I'm gonna wash my eyes. I can't do this. I wasn't supposed to black out anymore. This is a recent reoccurrence, and not a good sign. I'm gonna wash my face with cold water.
You have to kind of get a little bit closer to this thing if you want to wash your face.
Yeah. Guess I'll look at it.
Yeah,
See if I can see through the illusion.
It almost... Ooh, you're gonna see through the illusion? Go ahead and roll it!
Alright.
Oh, man.
Let's not do me badly. 10... And I only have a +1 to that? Or is there another base stat?
Soul.
Soul. 12 total.
Ooh, that's pretty good. So Saskia, you've kind of felt this before, but the hairs on the back of your neck kind of stand up on end. You know, it's something's happening. There's a slight shift in the air, almost a foul smell that you only seem to recognize. And Wes, as you kind of wash your face, you look up. And before you, as you see that darkened hallway with the curtains on either side, You hear screams of anguish, and then this dark shape on the ceiling just looking at you.
So I will go and try to follow the feeling.
Mm-hmm. You're cinching your way through, and you feel it coming from the bathroom.
So I go there.
All right. Well, Wes, did you lock the door? Or...
No, I was just brushing my teeth.
Okay,
So
so I'll open the door and look at Wes. Do I just see him and his tooth that came out, or what? What do I see?
So, looking at it, and Wes, I need you to endure injury at a -2.
All right. Good. This is a lot of rolls. Oh no. Oh no.
We're a mechanics focused game.
Endure injury at a -2.
Mm-hmm.
Is that fortitude?
Yep.
Okay, so at a -2, I rolled. My total is 1.
Oh my god.
I love it. We're down.
And you still have your critical wound, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so you can't choose that, so I don't get to choose this. It is you. Are you knocked out, or are you dead?
Don't go out with a tooth. Died from a whatever, dude.
Saskia, you don't find the tooth or the fetus in the sink. Just the toothbrush, neat. It was cleaned. And it looks like Wesley maybe even put on his clothes. He actually put his tie back on. He was wearing his flannels, sans scene. His hair is gelled up, but he's dead on the floor.
I will kneel on the floor and like slap your face and say, "No, Wes, wake up, Wes. Oh, madre, help me. Help, somebody."
A slight grin on his face, but he's unmoving.
Yeah, as soon as Saskia would have anybody as soon as she was called out, as soon as Hans heard it from wherever he would go running to where she is and take Jan.
Because he was in the shower.
Jan's just kind of like stretching, kind of like, what's going on? Just walking up the steps.
Yeah. Saskia, come on, let's go.
So I'm on the floor with Wes's face in my hands and I'm slapping his face trying to wake him up.
Yeah. Hans will get in there and just immediately, get down to the. What's wrong with him? Does you feel a pulse?
I don't know how to check for this.
Hans will, kind of basically know, where to check and on the wrist, on the neck, and everything. We'll check. Is there a pulse?
Ian?
Oh no, nothing.
Okay.
He's dead. He's cold too.
What do we? It's a mouth to mouth. How does this work? I don't.
He's gonna listen. How cold are you? Like, how cold would you be? Are you still warm?
No, cold.
All right, I'm gonna try to resuscitate him based on the Baywatch that I've watched.
Yeah.
Okay. Saskia.
What?
He's gone. He's gone.
No, it was no. This is not possible.
Saskia, he's gone.
But he's like he was alive. He was in the living room. He ate the cookies and then.
We need to go. We need to go. I need you to take out. Hold on. He's gonna go and get Wes's wallet, and like any personal effects are in his pocket, which I don't know if there are anything left because we've gone so many places. What is in Wes's pockets?
Just about nothing. I mean, there's some stuff. He has some like hair gel that he hadn't been using for the longest time. This is the nicest dressed he's been since everything started going to shit, since before the motel. I mean, he was wearing clothes to sort of make disguises, so anywhere you'd shop he would find something to wear, but it looked like he got ready again. He put on that red tie that Sabine got him in the beginning. peacefully, but there's no indication of how he died. There's nothing on him other than stuff you'd expect, like a wallet, picture of his kid, his wife, some money. He did get a gun. There is a gun on him, which you didn't expect.
Yeah, and it hasn't been used, right? Or he didn't like it.
Hasn't been used.
Okay.
No.
So Hans will quickly take the wallet and the gun, and kind of actually give them to Jan. All these.
Yeah. Jan will just start pocketing basically anything Hans hands him, and just kind of keeping an eye out.
Mm-hmm. All right. We got to go. We got to leave him.
We leave?
We leave.
I take his tie as the last thing, and like I assume that Hans is like dragging me out of the.
Yeah, Hans will have like a moment of just kind of looking at Wes. And then
I assume Jan is carrying
Johanna.
Johanna out of the...
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. Oh God, Johanna. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, you're horrible, Wes. You're horrible. Yeah. He'll just go and kind of help Saskia up and just kind of keep an arm around her and just like go.
Actually, one thing before Jan leaves this area and everything, you said there's a small kitchen downstairs, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Is there any like cereals or muesli and stuff like that down there?
Mm-hmm.
Jan grabs a box of it and just takes it out with him.
Hans will stop and be like, before you eat that, he ate the cookies.
I ate the cookies too.
Maybe not enough. He ate a lot more than you did. Don't trust.
Yeah, also, wait, yeah, she had the crud or whatever. I wanted a bowl of cereal. Throws it back in the house.
All right.
Come on. Yeah.
So you guys head back into the vehicle, and you notice that there is a tape kind of hanging out of the... just hanging on the dashboard, actually.
That wasn't here last night. What is it?
We won't know until we put it in.
Yeah, I'll investigate the tape.
Yeah, it's just kind of a little tape recorder. You can press play if you want.
He'll press play.
Your voice.
Oh God.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Almost, it's American, and you think you might recognize it, but as it speaks, you realize you don't. A faint laugh, not anything like Wes would give, so you know it's not him. A couple giggles, you hear rustling, as if somebody's been going through your car, and then suddenly the sound of the tape recorder being picked up, that noise that here. Hi, you guys are so bad at this. I've been following you so long. Your luck's about to fucking run out. When Paladin calls, you answer, and the recording stops.
Paladin? What is Paladin?
Never heard of Paladin.
Yeah, he's gonna look at Jan and just kind of don't know.
The only thing I could think of is, would Streetwise help me in knowing what Paladin is, or is it some kind of organization?
It is a very obscure English word that we probably wouldn't know.
Yeah. So you guys, can't really think of anything at the moment, but do you guys pull away?
No, I'm not. Does this old woman have a car?
Yeah, it's old Volkswagen.
That's fine. I'm happy to go and try to see if we can steal her Volkswagen instead, because I don't trust the fact that car could have been doctored and they're waiting to fucking blow us up or something.
Excellent. So you guys move your stuff over to the new car and take off, leaving your own car there.
Smells like a
Saskia,
woman.
as you kind of look back, you see Wes, Sabine, and a small child kind of smiling at you from the window. And that's where we'll end it.
Saskia like bawling her eyes out.
That's fucked.
R.I.P. Well, God damn it.
Man.
Damn it.
Wait.
No, that's...
Yes, I killed her. Oh, man.
So, yeah, that was amazing. Shane, then Alex, then Ian, then Spence. Say your goodbyes.
Hi, everyone. Shane, play Jan. Wow. That's a way to end this all. Oof.
Yeah. I have been playing Wes, and I will no longer play Wes. I think only 2 hours ago, while we were having our discussion pre-game, I talked about how I felt like my character would just die suddenly out of the blue and would disappear, and that 100% came true this session.
And you hadn't planned it. Had you planned it?
No, I didn't plan it.
Okay, I didn't know. I didn't know what you were trying.
I didn't know.
Role playing,
Look,
guys.
it's the tape recorder thingy. I used to have one of those, by the way.
It's a Teddy Ruxpin. The message was delivered inside of a Teddy Ruxpin.
Oh, that's so creepy. Don't say that.
No.
Exactly, that'd be fucking creepy. Fucking Teddy Ruxpins are crazy.
When Paladin calls, you answer.
It's her, the eyes going. It's like, you don't have anything else to say, Ian?
Nope, that's me. I'm dead.
Okay. Hi everyone, I'm Alex. Thank you for watching. I play Hans. Yeah, did not expect any of this. Great game. Thank you, Mitchell. As always, thank you. You make me hate everything, but it's great in a good way. Thank you.
That's good last words. I like it.
I don't like any of this. I don't like my friends dying.
All right.
I am Saskia, but I'll do the whole housekeeping thing. Hey, Ian, since you're no longer Wes, point down for me. So, there is a heart, a bell, and a subscribe button. If you click any of those, if you click the heart, you will get you will be able to follow us. If you click the bell, then you will get notifications for whenever we go live with our amazing content, either here or on YouTube. And if you subscribe, it really helps us support the channel and cover all the overhead costs. And I am Spence, and you can see me here on Sundays with most of these amazing people for our Pathfinder campaign. Next Monday, Alex has their super fantastic Force Awareness Star Wars campaign. I will probably be running a one-shot in the near future. And you can find me on Resonant Moon here on Twitch as well, where I do a crocheting/gaming stream Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Did I get everything?
I think so.
Good. I'm a drink.
Some things I need to drink about for a second.
Yep.
Yeah.
Goodbye, everyone. Have a lovely night. And make sure to brush
Good
your
night,
teeth.
everyone.
And make sure to brush your teeth.
Sweet.